Once upon a time, in the quirky village of Veggieville nestled between fields of colorful veggies, a very peculiar beetroot named Benny sprouted from the soil. Benny wasn't your typical beetroot. He was bright purple with zigzag stripes, and he wiggled rather than rolled. What's more, Benny could talk. Veggieville was a place where every vegetable had its charm, pumpkins that liked poetry and carrots that danced when the wind blew. Yet, Benny was exceptionally different, and that made the other veggies both curious and cautious. One sunny morning, Benny decided to explore beyond his garden patch. As he ambled along, carrots swayed to greet him, and tomatoes blushed as if giggling at his unusual sight. Benny grinned, his quirky leaves bouncing with joy. Suddenly, he heard a mysterious chuckling. It came from the grand cornfield known for its golden whispers. "Hey, you wiggly Benny," shouted a cob named Cornelius, known for his jokes. "Bet you can't roll your way into the forest of stretchy vines." This was no ordinary forest. Stories swirled around Veggieville about how the vines could stretch across the sky and tickle the stars, never one to turn down a challenge. Benny beamed. "I bet I can," he declared, his voice echoing with excitement. The entire village seemed to gather round for what was bound to be a unique escapade. Benny began his wiggly journey, his stripes zigging and zagging through the cornfield, over the rolling hills, and past the pond where jazzy frogs sang their tunes. As Benny neared the forest of stretchy vines, an unexpected thing happened. The vines began to sing. Their melody danced through the air, inviting Benny inside the enchanted forest. The vines were indeed stretchy, twirling gracefully. Benny giggled as they swung him from trees, letting him glide through the canopies, tickling his sides. But the journey wasn't just fun and frolic. In the deepest part of the forest lived Glum Grumple, the grouchy old gourd who liked his peace. Grumple wasn't pleased seeing Benny's antics. "Humph, a beetroot has no business playin' with magical vines," he growled, shaking his bumpy green fists. But Benny, always quick with his words, chatted with Grumple about the joy of laughter and the warmth of friendship. To everyone's surprise, including Grumple himself, he chuckled a deep, rumbling sound that hadn't been heard in ages. The forest rustled with delight, and even the gloomy corners of Glum Grumple's heart seemed to stretch with happiness. As Benny wiggled his way back to Veggieville, stories flowed freely. By the time he reached home, he was a hero, not just for his journey, but for spreading smiles. Veggieville glowed with a newfound camaraderie, with vegetables of all shapes and sizes joining in community games and laughter. Benny had shown them that being unusual wasn't strange, it was something to be celebrated. Benny curled up that night under the twinkling stars, feeling the friendships that wrapped him like the stretchy vines. In Veggieville, different was extraordinary, and that's how everyone liked it, and for Benny, it felt just right.